Don't you dare cut out in front of me. No! I'm on my way up to swap bikes back with Big Bird, return the Multistrada for my S1000. And it's funny when you ride over 1,000 miles with a passenger or pillion on the back, plus 30 or 40 pounds of gear, you get used to that weight. And then when you first jump back on that same bike with no one on the back and no luggage, it feels feather light and really good. I'm coming in. Oh, love this Ducati though, man. You can't beat the sounds. But I'm also looking forward to getting the S1000 back. Man, we had a fantastic time in Utah at Zion National Park and Antelope Valley. We made a day trip over to Antelope Valley, which is technically in Arizona. You've seen all those amazing Instagram pictures, you know, people in those caverns. That's where we went, and let me tell you, it did not disappoint. I got a lot of footage to go through from that trip, so it may take a while to get that video up, so things will not be necessarily chronologically in order, but I will eventually put that video out. I know in my past trip videos I've tended to broken them down into 1 or 2 or even 3 parts. I'm thinking about maybe not doing that for the Utah trip. I'm thinking about just making it one long one, and it may just be, you know, 20 or 25 minutes long. Oh, this sucks. I can't split because I got all the saddlebags on. I know YouTube people have the attention span of a retarded chicken, and I'm one of them. I'll admit, sometimes if I see a video, unless it's one of the core people that I watch, if it's anything more than about 7 or 8 minutes, I won't watch it at all. How stupid is that logic? I know. So I'm just like everybody else. I'm more attracted to short but sweet videos. Oh man, I'm sketching on the lane splitting because I got the bags on. Can't believe this weather. It's the end of October and it's, well, this is wrong. It says it's 96 degrees. I don't think that's right, but it's probably 90 degrees. Damn Santa Ana winds. Man, that's the one weather phenomena that I don't like about Southern California. I just, those hot winds, it messes with your allergies. It just makes it hot and miserable. I know there's places where it's snowing right now or people would want to punch me in the face for saying this stuff, but I'm sorry, man. I'm ready for some cooler weather. I'm ready for some Southern California winter where it gets down to a frigid 67 degrees. God, look at that traffic. Ugh. Whew, that last video I posted about hating that guy in the gym for no reason. I had thought about talking about that for a while, but I knew I'd get some negative backlash from it, and I did. I lost more than a handful of subscribers the day that posted. I had a couple people tell me it was the funniest video I've ever done, and they loved it. One guy called it, what did he call it? He loved it, and he believes in chemical hate. Oh, Calmoto, which made me chuckle. I had somebody else write and say that they were watching in public and they were doing their best not to start laughing out loud and roll around on the floor, which I love. I love reading comments like that. That's what sort of drives me to do this. But yeah, I lost more than a handful of subscribers that day. There was one guy, his name was, I think his screen name was Badunkadunk or something. I thought about putting him on blast and letting you guys go for it, but I'm not going to stoop to that level. But he, I'm assuming it's a he, wrote a comment that was highly threatening. Yeah, he wrote a comment that was a personal attack on me and was mocking my red Roland Sands gloves. It basically called me a sucking hipster or something of that effect, and said, you know, unsub from you immediately, and basically he lives in Orange County. If he ever sees me around, he's going to knock my teeth out. Or something to that effect. Or basically, if I ever want to meet up to get my teeth knocked out, he'd be happy to do so. I've had people leave negative comments on my channel plenty of times, and usually it's constructive or playful, and I'm totally fine with that. I'll leave that there. But when you start personally attacking me, and knowing in the proximity of where I live, I kind of draw the line there. And so, you know, I don't like the idea of, erasing someone's comment and blocking from my channel, because it basically skews the way that I want people, it makes it look like I'm skewing the way that I want people to perceive me, which is not what I want. I want an open forum, and I encourage comments that are disagreeable with me, and hopefully it sparks some sort of debate or whatever, or even argument below, but in the comments. I thought long and hard about whether I should keep it on there or not, and I ultimately decided to erase it and block the guy. But I thought about leaving it there, partially because I wanted to see people that like me and follow me rip the guy apart.
There it is!
So I sort of waited for that a while to happen, and it didn't. And then I wrote something to him, and then I just erased the whole thing. But I gotta admit, there's a piece of me that sort of regrets doing that now. I kind of wish I would have left it there and seen what happened. But I will say, it rattled my cage a little bit. So how do you guys feel about that? I guess that's the question I could pose to you. For the bigger motovloggers, of which I'm not one of them, I mean, they get hate all the time. They get people by the dozens that write horrible things to them, and big vloggers. The more people that watch you, the bigger audience that you have, the more difficult it is to please everybody. Some people, like this last video I did, thought it was the funniest thing I did, and some people were offended by it, and and unsubbed me, and one person really didn't like it and personally attacked me in the comments. So, and I'll be the first to admit, I don't have a very thick skin with that. I've been doing this for a long time now. I've received hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of comments over the last couple of years. Despite all that, and despite getting all those comments, I really don't have a very thick skin. And when I read that, it upset me. It bothered me. The hair sort of stood out, the adrenaline got pumping, the kind of like fight or flight feeling sort of came out. And I know, as I grow, as slowly as I am growing, but as I grow, that's going to happen more frequently, and I need to let it not bother me. I mean, this is some dipshit, probably 14-year-old kid in his parents' house that is, a completely empty threat. So how do you guys feel about that, those that are watching? Especially those of you that are watching that are big motovloggers or bigger vloggers that get hate more often. How do you let that roll off your feathers?